Okay, let's do it.
I'm glad that you have your Captain America shirt on. You've got all the French out of you.
That's
You're
right.
back.
I'm back, baby.
Just in time for July 4th. Guys feeling America again.
I'm a bit of a super soldier.
There's a lot of different variations of you. French you wasn't my favorite, I don't think.
French me.
Wasn't my least favorite, but it wasn't my favorite.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of... I didn't think French me was that bad, but I got a lot of people saying, French Andrew is an asshole and all this stuff. And, he's not an asshole. He's just French.
I think it was the cigarettes for me. And not even, if you were going to smoke actual cigarettes, I wouldn't mind that. But, the fake cigs, I think, is really what put me over the edge.
Oh, that's tough, man. I love those fake cigarettes. That was one of the best purchases I've ever made. Except for
your
extendable forks.
Yep, I knew that was going to be.
Those are my favorite things. And especially, there's been so many situations in the past couple of months where, with it, the weather being nice and stuff, people are getting together, and I haven't been able to get them because of, moving and things like that. And we were just at a wedding this weekend, and I couldn't find my extendable forks, and I wish I had brought them because that's
prime. Wedding's that's prime. At a wedding, especially if you're at a table with some people you don't know super well.
Exactly, and especially when my wife is a bridesmaid, so I get to do whatever I want at this table. Dude, I walked up to the table, and there was this group of people I had met.
Was it all significant others of the bridesmaids?
No, not all of them. Not all of them. I was like, "Hey, Andrew Cannon, a private detective." Shook their hands, and this girl was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Hey, as long as the DA's not breathing down my neck, I'm out there on the streets, hitting boots on the ground." And then it got real quiet and awkward, and I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they make those anymore, private detectives."
They could.
And I flipped back on top. Yeah. There must still be private detectives.
Oh yeah,
but that's got to be a tough gig. I wouldn't even know where to begin because most of the time,
I can tell you exactly.
People are probably asking you to figure out if their spouse is cheating or something, right? That's got to be the number one thing that you get.
Yeah, you just got to follow people.
You got to get a big
one more
lens
question.
On a camera.
You saw Ryan at the wedding?
I did see Ryan.
He was really fired up to have seen.
We had a blast. I wish I had been able to hang out with him more, but I was too busy on the dance floor.
He called me I don't know what I think I was this. What was I doing? I think I was asleep.
Yeah. I was with him when it was
and he called me. It was midnight.
Yep.
And he texted the group message, though. I saw it the next morning. Really, don't pick up the phone for family, huh? Or something along those lines. And, no, but good stuff. Back to private detectives.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect segue into what I was getting at. I'm going to bring it back to the fork, but first, private detectives. I've been rewatching White Collar.
Of course.
So there's a really good PI. I don't remember what the episode number is. It's in season 4. It's when they're going after that black box, when his dad is back and stuff. And there's one episode where Neil's pretending to date this famous girl who, or not, she's not famous. Her husband was wealthy, but he was not a good guy, and they were looking at him for embezzling money or something. But big life insurance policy, blah blah.
Classic.
It obviously was not the wife, but it was the ex-business partner, I believe. But anyway. PI. There's a PI following around the ex-business partner because the ex-business partner's wife thought that he was having an affair with with his ex-business partner's widow.
Right. Got it.
And Mozzie then was pretending to be a PI to get to know that PI.
What? There's one bar you sit at you're
no, but
also if you're a private detective,
he had to drop knowledge because he was a PI following Neil. Saying hey, Neil's this guy she's dating isn't
right.
Who he thinks she is, blah blah kind of thing, and then so he started saying Mozzie was giving him pictures that he took with both of them in it, so that the PI would give the pictures to the ex-wife, so that the ex-wife could be see you're not even the only person, even though he probably was trying it, but she was whatever, but.
Sure.
What I really want to talk about was Mozzie.
If you slow that down by 3, then it almost makes sense listening to you talk about that plot.
I've seen them all so many times.
If you see it in Braille, what you said actually makes a lot more sense, but it's got to be in Braille.
extendable fork, fake cigarettes.
Yeah. Can't lose.
Mozzie's baby. Do you know Mozzie's baby?
No.
Dude, somewhere along in same season 4, Mozzie gets this baby. That's a fake baby, but it looks pretty real, and he like dresses, he wears it like it's a real baby all the time. And but like its head pops off and is like a corkscrew, its hand pops off and is like a thumb drive, its other hand pops off and it's like a blade. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
So it's like a fake utility
Swiss
baby.
Army baby.
Yeah, it is literally
Swiss Army baby episode title.
It is literally a Swiss Army baby. And they're trying to figure out, they find the key from Ellen. It's in her locket when she gets murdered.
Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah. No, Ellen, the other.
You need to dance to unlock the encryption.
So Mozzie is a key guy. So he takes it to the key guy, but the only way he can get the answer to what the key is the key guy always has a riddle to solve. And long story short, it takes him about a day to figure out the riddle. And the riddle is always his payment. Like whatever the riddle answer is like the
That's
payment.
what you need to get him?
Well, it's
for
a
him to do
barter
his
system.
job?
No, so he makes you a riddle
Yeah,
specifically for like something that you have that he wants, and it was Mozzie's baby. So Mozzie had to give the key guy his baby.
That's what an insane way to do business. That does not seem practical in the least. Even if you're trying to be super secret and conceal your intentions and things like that, that just seems like a huge waste of time.
Well, if you saw the key guy's a weird guy. He's got like a
The
shop
key
full of
master.
that's legitimately that is almost exactly it.
If you want me to unlock your key, you must solve these riddles 3.
That's who the key guy is, and he's got this weird little shop.
I changed my mind. I'm all in on the key
No,
master
I
now.
like the key master.
I'm all in on the key
and
master.
yeah, he
I'm a bit of a-
barters.
I'm-
He barters.
God.
That's what he like. That's his form of payment
things
for like
don't-
answers, not for
Yeah.
like stuff that he sells. But like if you have a key and you're like that's not his business. But Mozzie goes there because he's like, I need you to tell me what this key goes to.
Oh. That's an insane skill. That's a useful skill. I
Yeah.
get why he's so eccentric. He can pretty much do whatever he wants.
And the crazy thing about that key is the key goes to nothing.
Wow.
Well, that's not true. The key is actually a map of the skyline.
That's insane.
Like
That's
you hold
very
it up to the
crazy.
skyline. I know what happens because I've seen it, but I'm
Yeah,
not
of
at this
course.
part yet. You hold it up to the skyline, and if it's a perfect match, all the buildings will line up with the notches on the key, and then there'll be one building in the middle, and that's the building that the box is hidden in.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Man.
But you have to find the right vantage point.
Of
to
course.
where
But that's all, fucking walk 200 paces past the rock that looks like a skull. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yep.
Like, damn, that's something that we've
Dude, I know.
we've really gotten away from
would
as a
love-
culture, as
I
a
would-
society.
I want.
Because technology just moves too fast. It's ruined treasure hunts, really.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But it doesn't though, because old school treasure hunting, you can't. Technology's not going to help you. You got to be able to solve riddles.
Yeah, but if you're trying to do that today, if you're trying to make like an old school treasure hunt,
Oh, you can't make an
But
old
it's
school
gonna-
treasure hunt anymore.
okay,
But
that's not
if
what I'm trying to
if
say.
you try to hunt down an old treasure, that's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, but all the pieces might not be there anymore. You know what I mean?
That's why you'd have to put it on a document of such importance to ensure its
ensure that-
survival. Yeah.
God, it
Fucking
makes
obviously,
so much
dude. How
sense.
important is your treasure?
That reminds me, the wedding.
Yes.
This is top secret information for you and everybody listening. Now, I'm not gonna say whose wedding it was, whose wedding it was at. I don't know who this person was, but there was a man who I saw, and he wore 2 rings, the 2-ringed man, and on each ring was an insignia that you and I would both recognize.
The
very
Templar
well.
symbol?
It was a Templar symbol. It was a Mason symbol, and I
You
almost
didn't
Those were the-
ask him?
no because we
You didn't follow him to the bathroom and like
no,
push-
it was I can't give too many details, but I was not able to get a one-on-one with this man, and I wasn't introduced to him or anything because I would have done
Do you think you
the secret,
do you know who he
handshake.
is?
I don't know who he is.
You know what side of the family he's from?
No, but I can guess.
We gotta hunt that fucker down.
I'm nervous. I don't
I'm
know,
not.
but I'm just saying he's out there.
Dude, I have
So
to
we
have
know.
a talk with that
What was
guy.
Elvis like? That's
Yeah.
my first question to him. What was your fellow Mason Elvis like?
Did you see I sent you
Oh, the
a
collectible
screenshot?
thing?
Yeah, have you watched that show?
I watched a couple episodes of the last season when it first came out.
The first season? What'd you think?
First season. I thought it was okay. It wasn't super for me.
Really?
Well, just because it's so focused on like how much money can we get for this thing, which is cool, but I like more of I'm more interested in like the history of each piece and stuff, and they do a little bit of that, but it's more like but it is more about like this the
It's
setting
worth
up the
that much,
auction
yeah.
and like how much we can get for it, which is cool.
It's kind of Pawn Stars-esque.
Well, see, this is the thing.
I haven't watched it. I'm asking.
So it's like I think Pawn Stars actually has a great balance of
History and money.
whereas there was this other show I watched called Comic Book Men, and they focus too much on the stuff and not as
How
much
much it
about the
sells
value.
for.
Pawn Stars is really kind of the perfect birth of both of these. This one is mostly
The
just
opposite of the
about
spectrum. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like how much money are we making and stuff, and I think that's kind of the appeal of that show.
Yeah,
right?
it was a big buzz today at the office. A lot of people were talking like how they watch it and how they like it, and I got to check it out. I got to watch it. What's it called? The King's Collection or something?
I don't
like
know,
that?
gold something.
What am I doing? It's called King of Collectibles: The Golden Touch.
Yeah.
But Golden's the guy's name. Goldin.
I think that's the name of the company as well.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they did like a Beanie Babies episode and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah.
again, I mean, again this weekend I was talking to
Do
someone
they talk about
who,
people's collections though?
Uh,
Because that's my big dude. I'm fascinated by people that like really collect shit.
no, not really actually. Which again would be another kind of a cool thing. They do like there's one where they go to this guy's basement and he's got all of these like old Apple computers like sealed in
Yeah.
their boxes and stuff, and that's kind of cool. But again, they're not really talking about the
Does that
collection. or how
show
he got them or
exist? Because
anything.
if not, we own it now.
Show talking about people's collections.
We just travel around the country and do like the biggest collections of like whatever.
I think I don't know if there's a show that did that specifically, but there are for like Unwrapped, for example.
Yeah.
They did like a Pez episode and stuff, and they would do like here's a collection. Actually, I think there is a show that is
because
like
Pay
that.
Money Wubby kind of would do that when he would buy stuff for
What?
people. Not Pay Money Wubby. That's it. So,
That's a
dude,
funny
that's
name.
crazy. There was a streamer that used to be named Pay Money Wubby.
Yeah, it's my cousin's.
The guy that I'm thinking about is Slobby Robbie. And actually, dude, they look pretty similar. Look up a picture of Pay Money Wubby. Don't dig too deep into him, though, because I don't think he's a great guy.
Oh, for real? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't look into
He
him.
kind of looks like Slobby Robbie, no?
He does look like the pre-evolution of Slobby Robbie for sure.
Look up Slobby Robbie now.
Oh, of course I will.
Dude.
Yeah, see?
Like, they have
That
that,
guy
same
evolved
fat,
into Slobby
gingery.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he stopped getting haircuts, he would be Slobby Robbie.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Slobby Robbie is...
I do not like Slobby Robbie.
Slobby Robbie is a wild, wild man.
Like, look at him. Did he dye his hair? Did he go gray?
Uh,
No, down,
no, he
right, up,
definitely
up, right there. Just do it.
oh, here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, Slobby Robbie looks a bit worse for wear.
That might be like an aged up photo.
It's 2017.
Nah, I don't know, dude. This is from IMDb. This might just be a picture of him that someone threw on the Slobby Robbie or Slobby's World IMDb profile. It's possible. Yeah, Slobby Robbie. See that?
But like, remember
that
when
was
he
a
went to
crazy
buy
show.
that polo stuff?
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget
Yeah.
it. The markups on what this guy does. If anybody doesn't know Slobby Robbie, which is probably most
Everybody
people,
that listens to the show knows Slobby Robbie.
he's the man.
We've talked
not
enough
the
Slobby
man,
in
but
our
he's-
day.
Although I will say he is a big MCM guy, like the designer. Oh, that's what he's wearing right here, MCM hat.
Yeah.
And I do love MCM. I'm a big MCM guy because of Slobby
What's the
Robbie.
Sam? I know. It's I know, but what is the name? Is that it? All it is MCM.
As far as I
I
know.
know the brand. Emily.
I don't know.
It must not. I mean,
Yeah, MCM.
yeah,
Worldwide.
MCM.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, see, it's like I like it as a designer brand, but it's not
but he would do all the stuff.
as big as I thought it was. What? Oh, okay, good. That's what I thought.
MCM Worldwide is a luxury fashion brand originally founded in 1976.
Ooh, it's
Michael
young.
Kromer, Munich.
Nice.
But this says, I don't know, mid-century. It stands for mid-century modern.
Maybe.
Modern creation Munich. A lot of different answers.
It works. It works for a lot of things.
Michael Kromer, Munich.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cromer. It's Cromer. I'm a bit of a Chrome domer.
Kromer.
I'm a Cromer. I'm a Cromer man.
He does like he'll buy the authentic bags, but then he'll have people like cut them up and make them shit. That's what he does.
Slobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. He did that. He, I think somebody gave him a bag and he made him like a pair of slides or whatever out of it. He like cut it all up. Yeah, Slobby Robbie would literally do anything for $1. I think he would.
Why do you think his name's Slobby Robbie?
Oh no! Oh, Hawk Tua.
No,
Yeah,
Hawk Tuing.
that's Slobby Robbie.
No, that girl got fired.
That sucks, dude.
She's a school teacher.
Nah, that's fucked up. Because I noticed that she hasn't. I can't believe how like.
Well, she
big
did.
that's
She
gotten.
said she got fired.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Hashtag free Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
But anyways, I did a lot of dancing at the wedding as well. Something happens, man, when the groove gets over me. I just can't be stopped. And I'll tell you what, especially because of our genes being related to our father, like, I'm so worried that I'm going to be a terrible dancer, but I'm just not. Even as hard as I try to dance poorly, and I just can't because I'm so good. The rhythm just, it's the rhythm of the night.
There's certain songs that come on at a wedding that, like, you only really hear at weddings, you know? And you're just like, oh, like this you just start, You turn into SpongeBob.
Yeah. Hey, the man's at SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Credit where credit
like a little
is due.
dancing queen. Imagine, like, you just had, like, your sixth Michelob Ultra.
Yep. You're hydrated as hell.
Yeah. And Dancing Queen comes on.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just feeling a little bit looser than you were before.
Yeah.
For you, your whiskey sour. Andrew had his first sip of whiskey sour.
Yeah, pretty much. All I need is 2 sips, baby, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dancing Queen was a pretty good one. There are some songs that I really, really,
Did you do
really
the Cupid
hate.
Shuffle?
Of course I didn't, Matthew. But of course they also played it, and I walked right off the floor. I can't be a part of that.
If
That's
and when I get
generational
married,
trauma.
I'm grabbing the mic and I'm saying, "Hey, I got a song dedicated to my brother Andrew Canada, and I want you leading the charge.
You can dedicate it to whoever
I want you going
want.
to the right and to the left."
Not a chance.
Yes.
Not a chance. I'm not gonna walkie by myself or anything
Yeah,
like
you are.
that. No. You won't see me walking within anywhere. You'll never see me walkie. I'm not walking to the right, to the left, to the left. I'm no walking. No, I'm on a
What about
strictly
kick?
no
Will
walking
you kick
diet.
now? Kick now? Kick now?
I can't kick. Absolutely not. No, I'm a pacifist. I can't kick. My legs are too strong.
You're not
it's
a
too
pacifist.
powerful. Yeah, but I should be. You know,
You
Could
should
a
be,
lot-
yeah.
Be
Do the
Yeah, I can't be a part of that kind of
shuffle.
generational
Do it,
trauma.
Andy.
No,
That's
I
not
have to-
generational
it's
trauma.
generational
What's the Google
trauma.
today? I noticed that earlier. What is it?
Guess. It's just a doodle winner.
Doodleful.
Oh,
for
see how it's
winner.
Google? That's a G.
Yeah. No shit, Andy.
Well,
they
I
all
didn't
are.
see it, Matthew. Not all of them.
Yes.
Maybe not all of them.
All of them. That
Remember when,
always says Google.
Remember when sometimes there would be games that you could play? On
You
the
still
Google
can.
thing? Well, I guess I'm not in the computer
Look
lab.
up.
I haven't been in
Look
the
it up.
computer
Look
lab
up
in a
how to
long
play
time.
the dinosaur jump game. When you lose internet connection, is how you play it.
Oh, well, there was one.
Disconnect yourself from the Wi-Fi.
I'm just not gonna. I don't want to.
Come
do it right
on,
now.
I want to. Just turn it off. Now click Google something. Uh-oh. Now click spacebar.
Whoa.
Look at that.
I never knew about this one. I like the sound.
Look at that.
There was one that was a lot like this.
Dude, your ass.
No, okay, that was different.
No, I mean, come on.
But it was like a cat, and it was for like Halloween. See, I didn't. Okay, I thought you had to jump over. You just have to jump over the cacti.
Yeah.
I thought you had to jump over those little.
No, just the cacti.
God, this used to entertain people for like hours.
Dude, it still does. Look at us right now. It's already 11 o'clock, Andy. This is 7
Whoa,
o'clock.
5 cacti? Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not gonna get me.
I can't wait till you get got from.
I'm never gonna get got, Matthew.
Dude, because your tail is longer than you think. Gotta remember.
I've heard that before.
No, you haven't. Not in this family.
Yeah, I haven't. You got me. Yeah, we have historically, I mean, famously small penises.
Whoa!
You never seen that before, huh?
You might have to duck one of those birds at some point. Oh yeah.
You just go right under. You just don't jump, you know,
No, I
because
think
it's
there's a way to
trying to
duck.
curse you.
Whoa!
See, you've never even gotten here before, have you?
I've never tried.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I wanted that to happen.
Yeah, of course you did.
I figured that was enough.
Of course you wanted that to happen.
What the hell
You
is
clicked
this?
the wrong thing.
You hit the wrong thing.
No, you clicked. That's not the
I
right thing.
haven't-
Click.
This?
Right. Yep. Click it. Wi-Fi. Dumbass.
All right, shut up, man. I'm all frazzled because you brought up the Cupid Shuffle. And like I said, generational trauma.
The Cupid Shuffle is not generational.
It
trauma.
absolutely is. That poor man. God, I hope he's still alive. But I can't even bring myself to Google it. I can't know. I can never know. Summer lovin' had me a blast. Folks, it's getting hot out there. Okay? And whether you're trying to stay cool indoors or you're hitting the pool, hitting the barbecue, wherever you've got to go, Instacart has got your back. Because when you use Instacart, you can get not just groceries, but some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. But the best part is that right now, Two in the Cooler Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start making your life a little easier, okay? Don't worry about going to those crowded grocery stores or anything like that. Sign up and start using Instacart today. Folks, if you're just listening to Two in the Cooler, you're not getting the full experience. You're doing yourself a disservice unless you sign up for the Patreon page at Snackspot. It's patreon.com/Snackspot. Go check it out. We've got some great episodes of the Captions On podcast, as well as some from the short-lived Bad Direction show, which of course had to end because it was a danger to everyone around it. But make sure you do that. The best part about it, of course, is that it's only $3 a month to sign up. It's doing yourself a favor. It's helping us out over here. So hit the link in the episode description and go check it out. Again, that's patreon.com/Snackspot. Folks, another great way to support the show and do something nice for yourself is to check out all the great merch that we have got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. You know what it is. We've got all the great stuff over there. Hoodies, t-shirts, bucket hats, slides, all kinds of awesome apparel, all kinds of accessories as well, notebooks, fanny packs, glassware, mugs, whatever. I mean, all kinds of great stuff. Top quality as well, okay? This is not just some cheap shit we're trying to peddle out, especially when it comes to the t-shirts, okay? Because I hate when I personally order a t-shirt from some organization or some show or something that I'm a fan of, and it comes and it's that Gildan brand, and it's disgusting. It fits like a box. It's gross. No, these t-shirts, folks, I'm talking tri-blend material. TBM. I hope that doesn't already stand for something bad, because we're taking it for tri-blend material. All right, and again, you can check out all that stuff. A lot of great merch, not just for this show, but also for Schemin' and Dreamin' and for Quested, the other two shows that we produce right here. So again, hit the link in the episode description. Go check that out, or see for yourself at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', or Quested, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Because as podcasting has expanded to, grab its own large slice of the media pie, along with television, print, whatever, the more traditional kind of media outlets that we're used to. Large companies like McDonald's and State Farm are taking their advertising budgets and they're spending it towards podcast advertising, and that's cool to see. It's great to see companies of that size moving into a newer media form, a more relevant media form like podcasting. The problem is that really hasn't happened for smaller or local businesses yet. Okay, but that's what we are here for. That's what we're all about. So if you're interested in learning more about why these big companies are starting to move into the podcast ad space, or just all the benefits to podcast advertising, again, hit us up, reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Ah, yes. Okay. Here's another quick thing I want to talk about.
Yes.
There's a new Star Wars show out on Disney Plus called The Acolyte.
Okay.
It takes place 100 years before...
Star Wars?
I think before Revenge of the Sith.
Which one's that?
The third one, where Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Okay.
The last of the prequels. So it's the farthest back we've ever gone and in the Star Wars timeline for any show or movie. And people really don't like it.
Is the show bad, or they don't like the idea that somebody came up with this?
People are saying the show is bad.
Okay.
People, I mean, it's known the old Republic and all that shit. It's been talked about. It's been explored a lot in comic books and things like that. But this show, people just don't like. It's got a 3.5 or something on IMDb. People are not liking it. They say that it's ruining canon and stuff that's been established. I've watched it. A new episode just came out yesterday. I'm all caught up. I like it. I think it's a good show. I think it's cool, okay? I don't know why people are, being so mad.
Anti?
I mean, I do. I guess, because people are saying that because of this thing that happens, it, destroys Anakin Skywalker's legacy or whatever, which is just not true.
Why do they think... Give me some... I mean...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. You know how, Anakin is, born from the Force or whatever? He doesn't have a dad?
Yeah.
So there's this coven of force-wielding witches, and they do some dark force shit to have these twins grow without a dad, right? So people are saying because
it's like Dune.
No, it's not like Dune.
Yeah. What are those bitches called? I hate them.
Bene Gesserit.
The Bene Gesserit. Fuck the Bene Gesserit, dude. I will forever.
Bene
be
Gesserit
anti-Bene
are still
Gesserit.
sperm dependent. The Star Wars universe has moved past that.
How does the who's
Leto? She gets pregnant literally right before.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah,
Fuck the Bene
shout out.
Gesserit.
Yeah, they got it tough.
Because they, dude.
And these ladies
I'll
are
say
kinda
this
like
right
that.
now: the Bene Gesserit, bit slutty, because they just be sleeping with guys for their next of kin.
Well, that's the whole. It gets into it a lot more in the books. And there's a reason they don't get into it in the movies because it's kind of weird. But a big part of the Bene Gesserit's thing is they control political figures through sex.
Yeah.
A big part of the Bene Gesserit teachings. It's not just
well,
the
even
voice
she does
to get
that
people
with
to do
the
stuff.
weird albino guy. The blonde chick does it with the weird albino guy.
Yes, exactly, right? Yeah, that's part of their training is how to fuck good. It's not just how to use the voice. There's literally
how to seduce.
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about how to fuck good, Matthew. That's what I am talking about.
Maybe you should get in the Bene Gesserit.
Okay, what are you, Matthew? Why are you coming at my sexuality right now, dude? You're saying my penis is small,
No,
which is I'm not saying that's wrong.
That's
it's
not
a fact.
what I said.
It's a fact. You said that my tail is not as long as I think it is.
That's not what I said.
You said I've got a small penis, and that's fine.
That's not
That's
what
fine.
I said.
I've got no
Andrew,
problem with
I
that.
did not talk two
Okay.
things. One, no. You let
It's
me
a
go.
long two.
You let me.
It's a long.
I
two.
said not, Andy. I said nothing about your genitalia.
You did.
No, I did not.
They'll play it back.
And two, I didn't say that you're not already intercoursing good. I'm just saying you you can go to the school.
Okay, but you understand that implies that I'm not intercoursing good, don't you? That I need intercoursing lessons, which you should not. I mean, one thing, you shouldn't be concerned about my intercoursing abilities,
No,
whatever.
I'm not.
And also, especially with my equipment, my long two, I think I'm doing pretty good. Out there.
We gotta wrap this one up. This went down a rabbit hole I did not want to ever go down, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
You made an assumption.
Because
You could be.
sure.
You could
know
be
what?
one
It's
of the
my,
best.
It's my fault. I listened to what you said and I took it as a statement. I took your statement as an actual statement. And that's where I messed up.
No, you made an opinion based on my statement. That would be like Connor McDavid, best hockey player in the world, probably maybe the best hockey player of all time. Do you think if there was a really good hockey camp, he should still go to that hockey camp to try to maybe get better? Keep himself to be the best?
I don't know. Does he
Continue
fuck
to
good?
be
How
the
does
best?
Connor McDavid fuck?
We're not talking about fucking.
I think we are.
No.
I think we are.
Think about this, Andy.
Oh, I'm thinking about
When
it.
you're the best at something, you have to continue getting better. Because somebody that's not the best is always going to continue to get better. And one day they might pass you.
Wow. I get it. It's like that Twilight Zone episode with the pool players.
I don't know that. I'm
It's
not
pretty
familiar,
much. It's
but
pretty much just like that. Pretty much everything is like some episode of the Twilight Zone. Yeah,
I've been thinking about finding a way to get back in watching some Twilight Zone.
it's on Paramount Plus.
Are the episodes good? I just like the theme
They
song.
are. They are good. They still hold up. I'll tell you what, man.
Is it all black and white though?
It is.
Yeah.
You got to get past that,
That's-
dude. You just
I know,
have to.
I know. But that's what's holding me back right now.
I'm sure somewhere you could find like colorized versions of it, but they'll look like
Can
shit.
you do
But I'm
your
telling you.
best Twilight Zone theme song?
That
was pretty close. What does he say?
Uh,
I like that guy's voice.
yeah,
too.
Rod Sterling. He's
Yeah.
the man. You are now entering a world of. Let's see if we can find it.
Yeah, when you're on the ride,
Yeah,
in Tower of Terror. Intro. Script.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, you unlock this door with the key to imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into the Twilight Zone.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at most things. It's a problem. It's something I got to work on. I got to work on getting worse at stuff, dude. It's a real issue.
So maybe don't go to the Bene Gesserit school.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I got. That's the. Oh God, God! If only I didn't. God, if only I wasn't so good at intercoursing. If only. Ugh, I can feel it intercoursing through my veins. If you know what I'm saying, brother.
You should get that checked out.
Doctor,
Yeah.
I'm too good at sex. What's the problem? Help me. Is there an anti-Viagra? Was that Tums or something? I don't know. What makes you get laxative? X-Lax. X-Lax is the anti-Viagra. For most people.
Yeah.
For some people. I don't know, baby.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos. Shout out to him. You've got
No,
I don't know.
I
man.
no. Move past it. Just move right on
He
past
can
it,
only
please.
he can only get aroused by pooping on a pile of money. That's what happens, dude, when you're a billionaire. When you give up everything for money.
He's divorced now?
To that, yeah, I mean, he got divorced quite a while ago. And then
I wonder why.
Oh, you don't know the whole
No.
thing? His phone got hacked, and it turned out he was cheating on his wife.
So it didn't matter. He was cheating on his wife. That's easy.
Yeah, but that's how she found out.
Yeah, but he was. Why did he get divorced? He was cheating on his wife.
Okay, sure, but it's
Yeah.
all part of the story.
I know, but Andy,
But that's part of the story. I was just giving some background information.
Well, that I've never thought about this before until just now.
I love it. Keep going. Keep going.
If somebody's like, "Oh, why'd they split up?" and the answer is like one of them cheated on the other, if you premise them cheating with like a preface like an excuse as to why and or why they got caught, it's like you're kind of siding with the cheater.
I see where you're coming from. I don't think that's necessarily true, but I think the point is, of course, that like the way that the information was
I mean, I'm not judging anybody.
revealed does not excuse the action. Of course,
Yes.
of course, the action is still the
Correlation
ultimate
does not
problem.
represent causation. That's just
Boom. That's why this is a
statistics
science
for you.
podcast. That's why this is first and foremost. It has always been a science podcast. Coriolis effect.
I got a bone to pick with Home Depot. Well, here's the problem. A former employer of mine was a bit of a competitor of Home Depot, and I stand with my former employer through and through.
Of course.
But Home Depot is on a bit of a bigger scale, right? So I needed a new lawnmower, one of the riding variety, because it takes me so long to mow my lawn. Small flex. Big, long guy.
I got a huge lawn.
So I did some research, picked out a lawnmower, went to order it, back order. So I ordered it, no big deal. Back order date was actually not for a few more weeks. But then, boom, I look one day, it's like, hey, your lawnmower already shipped. Like, it gets shipped to the store from the manufacturer, and then they deliver it from the store. And it already shipped. You're going to get it early, June 26th. That's today's date. So I've been hawking it since last week when I noticed. I'm like, whew, new lawnmower coming in, ready to go. I knew the lawnmower was coming in today. I had no clue what time. Didn't really matter. They were just going to drop it off. Somebody was at my house anyway. My girlfriend. She was off today. So she's there. I'm like, all right, no worries. 7 o'clock comes around. I'm just starting to get ready for work and stuff like that. I get a phone call from a random 716 number. I'm like, this got to be Home Depot. Guy's like, hey, Home Depot, just letting you know your delivery's going to be, your lawnmower's getting dropped off in the next 30 to 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, perfect. Like, I'll probably still be home. If I'm not, though, somebody will be home. It's like, yeah, no worries. It's just got to be somebody 18 or older. They got to sign for it. I'm like, perfect, no problem. Boom, get in the shower, do my thing. Get ready, still nothing. It's like probably about time to leave, but I'm like, that's all right. I kind of want to wait for a lawnmower to get here. Like, so I'm kind of like getting stuff ready, and preparing myself. And it's like, time's going by. It's probably like almost an hour since this guy called. And I'm like, no lawnmower at really? So I'm like, all right, here's what I'll do. I'm going to move the cars out of the driveway because I just got my driveway extended, so I now have two car wide up at the top. It does the slant, it does the slant in.
Multiple flexes.
But right now I'm rocking one car still, and you got to wait like 3 to 4 weeks before you can drive a car on new concrete. So I go outside. I'm like, I'm gonna move the cars so that way they can boom drop it right in the driveway, in the part that you can put stuff on, and I'll be gone. Walk out to move the first car. Lawnmower sitting on the new part of the concrete.
Dang.
In like a metal pallet. Like it's not, I got to assemble, not like full assembly, but like I got to put, put some pieces together, get her running. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, it's probably okay because it's been a week or so. But I'm like, let me see. Like, and I go, no chance out. I would need a forklift to move this thing. I don't know how they got it there. But I'm like, well, what's going on here? Because the guy told me that somebody had to be there to sign for it. This thing straight up got dropped off just in a spot where I was really hoping it didn't get dropped off. And the thing is like, there's clearly two cars, not like on one side of the driveway, no cars on that side. And if you look at it compared to my current driveway is not old, but like compared to the new, you're like, that's new.
But it's not blocked off or anything? There's no caution tape? Can't fault him if there's no tape, brother.
So
no tape, no escape. Okay, that's always
why
been the law
there's
of the
no tape
land.
though is because it doesn't go all the way. It's only the back half of my driveway that's 2-car wide.
You still throw some tape on it, He
'Cause
probably
you can walk on
but
it and stuff.
if I were this delivery man, I'd be like, wow, they cleared a whole side of the driveway for me already.
Which could be. But
100%.
if you look around, like the back patio is full, like got like some orange fence around it that it connects to.
They got their patio
concrete.
done too. Great. Good thing the concrete in the driveway is already done. Otherwise, there'd be tape there like there is on the patio. That's what I'm
dirt's
thinking.
all ripped up. There's dirt everywhere.
Dirt everywhere, no problem.
I'm not blaming. And here's the thing, Andy. Here's why you're being a big fat asshole. I'll tell you right now.
Because
because I didn't get to the rest of my story. I wasn't mad that he put it there because I agree. He saw it. He put it down. That's actually, had it not been a newer driveway, that would be a really good spot to put it. But the dude was like, hey, make sure somebody's there to sign for it. And then I waited there. And then he just fucking dropped it there anyway. Because guess what? You would have came in to sign for it and I would have said, hey, can you put it 3 feet to the right?
Yeah.
And he probably would have been like, oh, man. He probably would have complained about it, but he would have done it. I might have even slipped him a $5. Little, hey, here's a tip. Thanks for the delivery. But he didn't even. So who signed for my lawnmower is what I want to know.
The Lord?
The mailman?
Jesus?
It was 7:30 in the morning.
Wow, that is early. That is early to be delivering lawnmowers.
I got a lot of lawnmowers to deliver.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
So, long story short.
No, long story long. I'm just fucking with you. I'm so sorry, Matthew. I'm so sorry. Matthew, please. Matthew, I'm sorry. Matthew, please. Matthew, please. I didn't mean it. Matthew, please. I loved your lawnmower story. Talk more about it. What kind of lawnmower is it? What's the brand? Matthew, please. I didn't mean to.
Yep. You did. You meant to.
What kind of lawnmower is it? Is it gas or electric? That's what I really want to know. It's got to be. You got a gasser. You got a Gasserino, don't
Andy.
you? What?
I'm not proud to say this out loud. I actually don't tell people this when I tell them that I got a new riding lawnmower.
Okay.
I tell them I got a 0 turn, and they're like, wow, I got a 0 turn. I'm like,
Okay.
hell yeah.
That's the highlight. What does that mean?
Electric.
Okay. But you're self-conscious about that.
A little bit, yeah, because I
'Cause-
feel like people have doubts. People
Okay.
instantly doubt it. But I'm confident in it.
I got an electric one. I love it. My lawn's very, very small, but I still...
Small lawn makes sense, but you're talking riding lawnmower. People are like, "What, you got diesel in that thing?" No, I went electric.
That's cool, though, dude. I can't even... I would hate to have to go to the gas station and fill up a little red thing of gas just to pour it in my lawnmower. That's something that
When you get gas in your car, you just
Yeah, but I don't... But why? I don't
you
need...
keep some on hand. Everybody knows, like everybody over the age of 40, you go in their garage, there's a gas can in there.
Yeah, that's true. And
I don't have one.
I don't need that. I just don't want to add that to my life.
My garage doesn't smell like gasoline. I don't even have a garage, but if I did,
God,
it wouldn't smell like gasoline.
Parking in my garage, talk about intercourse, and parking in my garage is pure ecstasy. I can't get enough of it. I love having a garage. I love being able to park in it. It's changed my life in ways that I didn't even think it could. Before we do the who would win, because I know we're probably running short on time for you, I just wanted to say this. And again, it goes back to the wedding I was just at, but it needs to be talked about. And I texted you about it, but I'm going to tell this again in like a long version. So the ceremony was at a church.
Yes.
Now, church weddings, famously terrible. I don't care what God you believe in. Churches stink.
They're usually long.
They're usually long, and especially if you have a priest like this guy who thinks that he is a stand-up comedian and takes like 45 extra minutes to try and get
himself.
makes it way about himself,
Mhm.
tries to get his jokes in, which is just taking so much time, and he's getting laughs that he doesn't deserve because people are trying to be polite in its church or whatever, okay? But he's not actually funny. It makes me fucking so angry. But a couple of highlights were, one, communion.
You did communion?
Oh, dude. So I went with my wife's family, and none of them are, like, religious or anything, so they didn't get confirmed, so they can't get communion. And I was like, I have to go up there. This is the one benefit. 18 years or whatever of Sunday school, I'm getting my little piece of bread, okay? Nothing's stopping me. And God, it was like, boom, hit it, phenomenal. Other highlight, the singing. Jenna Montesanti, who was in, she like graduated earlier than me or whatever.
I
We went to high
don't,
school
but
with her. She's singing and they're singing like the church songs. Like they've got it was a full mass.
Yeah.
It was a mass.
Yeah,
Dude.
it was. Yep, I know. Yeah.
Dude, I haven't heard someone hit an Osana in the highest like this since like the Obama administration, dude. She fucking Osana in the highest. I mean,
Dude, I
holy
forgot
shit.
about Osana and the
Me
Highest.
too. And then, I mean, this was the remix. Like, this was Osana for the modern era, dude. They crushed it.
Did anybody hit a Forever and Ever?
I was praying for a forever and ever. I was literally
No
praying.
forever and
I was
evers?
praying to Jesus. I saw him right there. I was like, this
Please
guy's
do-
doing great. I was
Yeah.
like, JC. And, he's like, Jesus.
He's up there.
He's up there
Bolted.
doing his
Yep.
thing. Bolted. He's straight bolted. I'm straight bolted like JC. I'm talking, you know what I mean? And I was praying for an ever and ever. Didn't hit it.
Fuck.
Now, I'm looking up at the... I mean, boom! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Nailed it. So I'm looking up because of the, it's classic church setup. You got the
Dude.
organ up there, the singer's up
I
there.
forgot about
And Jenna's singing the whole time.
Yeah.
I see another familiar face, Bo Bradshaw. I'm like, okay, I know this guy's can fucking belt. What's he waiting for? When's it going to come out? I don't know what the Bible says about getting erect in church. There was a rectory that day. There were a couple of rectories going
did
on.
he
Is what
hit?
I'm saying. The fucking song from Phantom of the Opera, Matthew.
Which one?
Not not the Phantom of the
The Opera is
but the
here,
one
inside your
my
mind.
my second, maybe my first favorite song from that musical, the only good musical.
Greatest Showman.
Anywhere you go, let me go too.
Unfamiliar.
It's so good, and they were both singing it, and because they were the ones who sang
In
it
Phantom
at
of the
the
Opera.
world famous
Niagara Wheatfield
Niagara
High School,
Wheatfield High School
2014, 2013 maybe.
Yeah, for sure. 2013 production, greatest that show's ever sounded.
Dude.
Gerard Butler, eat your heart out.
That was that was one of the best performances I've ever seen in a high school. They had the boat. Dude, the boat scene was fantastic. Well
boat.
done to you and your crew
Bo
because I
gave
know
us a
you
lot of. Dude, I actually, I
You still got a scar from the boat?
not from the boat, but during that scene, there's two gates, and I had to pull them both at the same time, and that was a
couldn't
bad
find somebody else to
situation.
pull 'em?
No, we didn't have enough people. It was a bad.
I would have pulled them.
And there's these heavy weights. I got cut. I got cut pretty bad on that one, but
Was
I
it
did
worth
it.
it?
It was so worth it. Honestly, just hearing Bo hit that fucking whoa, I think it started to seal up my wound at that point. I think he sang right into my wound.
It's like when what's the tentacle beard guy?
Davy Jones.
It's when Davy Jones takes the black spot off of like your hand when you've paid your debts.
Yep, that's exactly what it was like,
Yeah.
Matthew. Couldn't have said, "Oh fuck, we still got to do the who would
We
win."
gotta
I
do the
guess.
who would
All
of
right,
the
let's
week,
do
yeah.
the old who would win. The who would win of the week this week is it's a Mike Myers throwdown, baby. It's a Mike Myers throwdown, and everybody listening, by the way, is with me, and they know who's gonna win. This week's who would win of the week is Austin Powers versus the Love Guru. Most people probably don't even remember who the Love Guru is. They have no idea what that movie's even about.
That just couldn't be less true.
It couldn't be more true.
Let-
Austin Powers, there's a trilogy, dude.
Get your shitty takes out of the way now.
Austin Powers rules. First of all, Austin Powers, international man of mystery. He's a legitimate international spy. He's got it covered. I mean, he goes up against the likes of Dr. Evil, man, one of the most nefarious men on the planet in the history of the world. He goes up against Goldmember, another evil supervillain. The Love Guru doesn't stand a chance against him physically or mentally.
Here's the thing that's not even close to true about everything that you just said.
Yeah.
Austin Powers is an international spy, but other than the fact that he seduces the ladies, he's like the laughing stock of spies. Everything that he accomplishes, Andy, is like by accident.
Nope.
Yes.
You got to rewatch
They are
those
great
movies, dude. I understand that. Here's the deal, dude. Here's the deal. From our perspective, yeah, he's very goofy, but in the world of Austin Powers, he's a very well-renowned
Yeah,
spy.
that's true. But
like people really respect him. And his
but
talents.
everything that he does everything that he accomplishes as a spy is by accident. It's like he solves crimes like Scooby-Doo characters do. Like he accidentally
using their brains.
He accidentally trips over a rug at like the beginning of the episode, and then the criminal tries to run away later in the episode and slips on the part of the rug that's stuck up because Scooby already tripped over it, and then he tumbles down a staircase and his mask falls off, and they apprehend the criminal.
I mean, maybe once in a while, but not really. That's not really Austin Powers' jam. I mean, first of all, he's a judo master. Judo chop. He knocks people out in one blow. Full on geared up henchman. Ba-bang!
Also, on the flip side, the Love Guru is literally like, have you when you watch how he is trained, he is also trained in combat, and he's trained in like getting away, and also he's one of the most mentally strong people in the world. That's how you become a Love Guru.
I am so glad that you brought up his training, because you're absolutely right, Matthew. Piss Mop included, the Love Guru does know, he does get trained in some wacky form of martial art. But Austin Powers, being an international man of mystery, he's trained in multiple variations of ways to kill people.
You cannot tell me that you think Austin Powers is more mentally strong than the Love Guru.
You know, you bring up actually an interesting point there, and
he's the Love Guru.
I do kind of agree with you. I think
Haven't you read his book? I know you are, but what am I? Or maybe they're just sleeping?
As far as being able to use your mental abilities on the offensive, you know what? I think you're right. I think the Love Guru, I mean, he can fucking brain blast his way through.
Yeah, he can touch your third eye.
But I think Austin Powers has a very strong mental defense system, more so than the average person, certainly. I think he'd be able to at least mentally hold off the Love Guru for a while enough to, again, judo chop, boom, done. One judo chop.
Not the Love Guru.
Judo chop.
Because the Love Guru's got that in his bag, too.
This would actually be a good fight.
Great fight.
I think there'd be a lot of wire work.
And I would like to argue that Jacques Lecoq Grande is a worse villain than, a better villain than Dr. Evil.
Why would you like to argue that?
Because he's Jacques Lecoq Grande.
Not a good enough reason. Dr. Evil holds the entire world hostage.
Jacques Lecoq Grande is Jacques Lecoq Grande. It's Justin Timberlake with a 13-foot rope.
You could have just said
Justin Timberlake. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Shout out to JT. Hope you're doing well, brother.
God. This Who Would Win is going to ruin the tour.
Still in the same conversation, we could have made this a 4-way fight. Well, no, we couldn't have. But I have another Who Would Win of the Week. Don't let me forget. I'm going to text it to you right now.
Okay.
For next week. I'm taking the Love Guru in this fight, obviously.
No way, dude. It's Austin Powers all the way. Especially because Austin Powers is so used to, like, I mean, the Love Guru, he helps like very rich, very famous clients and things like that, but Austin Powers literally has the stress of the fate of the world being on his shoulders. He can handle whatever the Love Guru is throwing at him.
No. Because the Love Guru has a lot on his plate because he's trying to become the next Deepak Chopra. He wants to go on Oprah, Andy.
That's and Austin Powers is trying to make sure that the world doesn't explode from nuclear
missiles. If it weren't for the Love Guru, the world would be exploded because there'd be so much hate, man. He spreads love.
And if it weren't for Austin Powers, the world would literally be exploded because it would be exploded. So, that settles it.
Yeah, it's the Love Guru.
It's Austin Powers, baby.
It's the Love Guru.
Shagadelic, dude. Shagadelic.
It's the Love Guru.
Good luck. No. I think in your heart of hearts, you know.
Fight anyone for any reason. Intimacy, Andrew. Or into me I see. I'm taking the Love Guru. Vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week? Clean split here on the show. But everybody knows
that Austin Powers is going to win. No, Austin Powers is definitely
I'd beat Austin Powers' ass. Dude, I just thought
I don't think so.
This,
Oh, I got my Do Not Disturb on.
I just sent you 2, and I don't think that they're together, but I think they're
Yeah.
both
Okay.
in the car. But they're close to together.
Well, we'll think about it for next week then. Beautiful.
Andy, oh dude, fuck.
One more thing. Shout out to Jackie Chan Adventures, the animated series.
I just sent you, dude. I just did your job for us
Thank
for
you.
the next like 3 weeks.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
I got nothing left though.
But excellent.
That was all
That's the
behind
end.
the scenes
That's
access.
the end, man. That's all we got to do. Let's get out of here, huh?
Andy, I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.